Great to have Oscar and Emmy winner Melissa Leo with us this morning. She stars with Denzel Washington in The Equalizer. Familiar material for her because way back in 1985, she starred in an episode of the TV show that inspired the film. Want to welcome you, and I want to take a look at the clip right away because this is such a good movie. I just saw it yesterday. This is where you and Denzel, we see you first flash on the screen, and we're wondering what's between them. Take a look.
Basically, he's a sociopath with a business card. You know these two?
Boston PD on Pushkin's payroll last summer.
3 years. Only now they're dead. We found them yesterday. Classic Russian mob hit. Teddy's work. Robert, I don't have to tell you what happens next. He won't stop until he kills you and anyone you care about.
Oh, it's such a thriller. Denzel's character, Robert McCall, is something of a mystery, and he comes to you for advice, for help, and it's somewhat of a mystery, too. I have to tell you, I was left wanting to know so much more about this past that you two share. What was your interpretation?
Well, as much as I'll say here on the national television, because I really want people to come see the movie and answer these questions themselves, but we've known each other a long, long time.
You worked at the agency together.
Perhaps.
But that was it. I heard that, and it's left to the viewer's imagination as to what really went on between the two of you. But there's sort of an unspoken language between you as we watch you all interact.
Yeah, and a delight to play those scenes with Mr. Washington that I had the chance to work with before, that then establishes some sort of relationship between us, and actors can take that 2-day relationship, spin it into a 25-year-long relationship, and it deepens the history between us. So.
And I know I just mentioned this, but I wanted more of you, and it's interesting because you're known for taking on smaller parts in terms of how much screen time you have, and yet making them memorable. How do you do that as an actress?
Well, it's what I understand acting to be. There is myself, and there is the character. And what we struggle to do is make them one. And very often I'm asked to play characters that are quite a distance from me, and that's the joy in it, because you can really then create a character.
Yep.
And so I answer a lot of questions for myself about the character that aren't necessarily pertaining to the script, but if I know them, you'll believe her even more. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. and you had me from the very beginning. I saw you chuckle when I mentioned the TV show, The Equalizer, 30 years ago. I mean, can you put yourself back in your shoes and imagine that you would be doing this film now, today?
No, I never would have crossed my mind. I was such a young actress when I did the episode. I played a little Russian ballerina, and they had an actual dancer do part of Swan Lake and cut close to me, and oh, it looked like I was dancing really like a professional ballet dancer. And then there's a couple of scenes I don't think I'm very good in because I didn't really know what was going on. I saw it recently after I had done Equalizer with them. I thought, oh, let me look at that again.
Well, look how far you've come, and what a phenomenal movie, an incredible performance once again. Melissa Leo, thank you so much for joining us. And The Equalizer hits theaters nationwide on Friday. Don't miss it.